Time. We trust it. We live by it. Every hour, every date, every deadline, shaped by a system so deeply rooted in our lives, we rarely question it. But what if that very system, the calendar we follow, isn't as natural or neutral as we believe? What if the way we measure time has been altered and a different calendar, one that once aligned perfectly with nature, was quietly left behind? This is the story of the forgotten 13-month calendar, and why some believe time itself has been rewritten long before the calendar hanging on your wall today, the one with its 12 uneven months and shifting dates. Many ancient cultures followed a very different rhythm. It was called the 13-moon calendar, or the Lunar-Solar calendar. The structure was simple, elegant, and mathematically clean. 13 months, each with exactly 28 days. That's 364 days in total, plus one extra day, often called the day out of time, a day considered sacred outside the ordinary flow of days and months. This system didn't arise from random design. It followed the natural world, the moon's cycle, which takes about 28 days to complete. And over the course of a year, the moon makes exactly 13 full cycles. Many ancient civilizations, including the Mayans, the Druids of Europe, and certain Native American tribes, tracked time using this method. To them, time wasn't just something deeply human about this lunar pattern. Our bodies, for instance, seem to echo this rhythm. The average menstrual cycle lasts about 28 days. Across many traditions, this was seen as sacred, a sign of harmony between the cosmos and the self. In a year, just like the moon, there are typically 13 menstrual cycles. The 13-moon calendar offered consistency. Every month was the same length. Every week had 4 full 7-day weeks. No leap years, no shifting dates. Just a steady pulse, like the beating of a heart. It was a calendar that moved with the earth, not against it. So how did we go from this balanced nature-based calendar to the uneven one we follow today? The answer lies in the year 1582, when Pope Gregory XIII introduced what we now call the Gregorian calendar. On the surface, it was a technical correction, a reform of the old Julian calendar, which had slowly drifted out of sync with the seasons. But behind the adjustment were deeper motivations: religious control, economic order, and the need for standardization in an increasingly globalizing world. The shift wasn't just mathematical, it was cultural. With the rise of industrialization, calendars became calendars of productivity. Days were divided, tracked, and measured for work, not for reflection, harvests, or cosmic events. The Gregorian calendar fit perfectly into this new world. Factories, schools, governments. The natural rhythm of life was slowly replaced by man-made time. People began living by alarms, deadlines, and fiscal quarters. The moon, once our guide, became something poetic, no longer practical. This created a strange division, what some call the split between artificial time and natural time. Artificial time is what we follow now. Rigid months, shifting weeks, clock in and clock out schedules. It's built for systems, not people. Natural time, on the other hand, flows with the Earth's cycles, the tides, the moon, and even our own biology. Many believe that this disconnection from natural time has a cost. Higher stress levels, a sense of always being rushed, holidays that feel less meaningful, a constant push forward without pause. Some say that by abandoning the 13-moon calendar, we didn't just lose a time system. We lost our rhythm with the world around us. But here's where the mystery deepens. Was the 13-moon calendar simply outdated? Or was it deliberately suppressed? Some researchers and spiritual thinkers argue that removing it wasn't accidental. They point to the calendar's deep connection to feminine cycles, earth-based wisdom, and non-hierarchical societies. With 13 linked to both the moon and the divine feminine, its removal may have symbolized a broader shift away from nature, intuition, and balance, and toward control, patriarchy, and linear time. By adopting a calendar that breaks the moon cycle, humanity may have broken something within itself. And yet, the 13-moon calendar isn't entirely gone. Some indigenous groups still follow lunar time for planting, hunting, and ceremonies. The Mayan dream spell calendar, popularized in the 20th century, brought the 13-moon system back into spiritual circles. In modern times, people are rediscovering this rhythm, not just as a calendar, but as a way of life. A return to stillness, a slower, more conscious experience of time. There are online communities, educators, and spiritual guides teaching others how to live by the moon again, celebrating the day out of time, and honoring months that don't waver or change. It's a quiet movement, but a growing one. So, is time a lie? Maybe not a lie, but certainly a story. One that's been written, revised, and reshaped many times throughout history. The calendar we use is just one version of that story. One designed for a certain world with certain priorities. But another version still exists, one that tells time by the sky, the earth, and the rhythm within us all. Perhaps the question isn't which calendar is more accurate, but which one tells a story that feels more human. And if that story is still whispering to us through the phases of the moon and the pull of the tides, maybe it's time to listen.